So now we know what Daimon meant by the aspect of them being on the same side. This weird little duck thing that they showed, and it pretty much was obvious that was kind of a sign of what it was, but yeah, just got done with the 12th episode of Odd Taxi, and this is my thoughts on it. So yeah, the episode opens up. Looks like Yano is getting his money. It was funny because he was actually wanting to check the money, but fortunately his lackey was kind of like, no, let's get somewhere clear first before we do that, and should have done it. But yeah, they end up getting pulled over by the older Daimon, who kind of points it out to them, and yeah, they weren't too happy about it, even though, again, the lackey was trying to keep Yano calm. This turns out that he just beats the crap out of old Daimon and leaves him behind to chase after Odokawa. But no, I like when they found out the money was fake and Yano starts freaking out. And his guy, like, the only thing he said is not that he's panicking that the stuff is fake, but he's like, Yano, you're not rhyming anymore. That's this big concern. Yeah, everything seemed to be going well for what Dobu wants, but it was funny because I didn't really place it, but this moment where Odokawa leaves this GPS thing behind, totally forgot that was Skull Mask, so he kind of set Dobu up with that one, even though, again, that technically puts him in a bad position, but again, he's running out of options here, so the only option he really has is to hopefully rely on that Tanaka will actually show up, And this is, I think, the funniest scene in the whole situation. You have this moment where, he's wanting to apologize to Tanakawa, and as he's leaning over, this this thing falls out, and then the whole question of Dinichichi comes up, and yeah, sure enough, apparently Dobu was connected to Dichichi, I think it was. And yeah, he apparently possibly created this eBay account. He did have this game downloaded. He was in the highest rankings. And that was enough to kind of set off Tanaka, because it's like, this is the guy that has caused all of my misfortunes for the last 16 or something years. I'm taking him down, shoots him, and then runs off. I do feel bad, though, because like I said before, I started liking Dobu. Unfortunately, Dobu did kind of bring himself down a notch by threatening Shirakawa again. Odokawa kind of mentioning the fact that, I've almost forgotten that this is the kind of person you are. That he was going to chase him down no matter what, and that he was going to kill Shirakawa if he betrayed him. But yeah, he's kind of in a puddle of blood. I hope that's not in for him. I hope somebody comes and saves him. I still like Dobu. In the end, I still like him. But no, the scene between the Daimons was really great. I mean, they had this moment where little Daimon finally shows up. There were kind of the whispering between some police officers at the police department talking about how little Daimon may have ran away because he lost his gun. He didn't want to report it. But I don't know if that insinuates that it was the gun that Tanaka had, but I don't think so because Dobu recognized it. So I think that was just rumors that this is the reason why he ran away, is because he lost his gun. I don't think he necessarily did lose his gun. They didn't necessarily mention who ended up shooting him. Still, the insinuation is still that it was the younger Daimon, and maybe that's why he ran off, but why hasn't it revealed that yet is kind of the big question. Maybe him shooting Dobu outside of his jurisdiction, that's why he ran away. Because if he were to file a report that he shot Dobu out in the middle of nowhere, he would have to actually explain why he wasn't in his jurisdiction, why he was there, where he got the information from, all the stuff he would have to report. So him shooting Dobu and then possibly panicking and hiding may have been the reason why he's been gone for so long. Also equally with the fact that he is now finding out that there's this proof that his brother is crooked, and maybe he's just wanting to tell his brother to find out if he actually does something bad, which he ends up finding out. But no, the older Daimon kind of points out, do you know what this thing is? This is the gift that was given to us when our funding organization stopped giving us money. And this is the same exact little duck that was in Odokawa's car, which is the reason why, again, they're on the same side. That insinuates, obviously, that the boss of Yano is essentially this criminal boss that gives money to orphaned kids from traffic accidents. And so, essentially, the people that have been giving Odokawa money are criminals. And the idea behind this, and they did the same thing to Daimon Brothers, is to kind of essentially recruit people that will work for them by helping orphaned kids. So this kid's an orphan, give them money to help them get on their feet, and then eventually they will pay you back somehow. And of course, two brothers that are becoming police officers, that's really beneficial to him. It still hasn't really revealed if Odokawa did anything similar, that Odokawa being funded by this group eventually helped them in some way. I mean, we might end up finding out, again, that split personality that I'm kind of assuming that he has, his bad personality is technically doing something for this group. But anyways, kind of revealing this to little Daimon. Daimon kind of understands where his brother's coming from. Like, I understand you. I can't forgive you for... Well, he said he can forgive him easier than he can forgive Yano, but essentially that he understands why his brother did it, but he still kind of needs to turn him in. Like, he does want to defeat evil. His brother is technically evil, so he will technically take down Yano, and unfortunately his brother as well, just to enact this justice that they both agreed that they were going to do going into the police force because of what happened to their parents. The other thing was Shibagaki and Baba. They went on the stage. Again, technically, Donraku was not going to judge them because he was obviously dealing with the death of his daughter. But they went on stage. They were doing a pretty good job. And then at some point, Shibagaki essentially started getting really real with the routine and really kind of talking about how he regrets his life and he wishes he never partnered with Baba. So, yeah, they're having a very public falling out. And, of course, Imai is on the side. Pretty much he did what Yano needed him to do. He just kind of, of course, depressed that he lost all of his money, but then at the same time kind of waiting for Odokawa to let him know where the money is because now Odokawa has to flee with the rest of the money. But he did say where the money was at. I'm not sure why he left it right next to Dobu, who is bleeding out and expecting the money's still going to be there or that police officer's not going to find it. But we'll see where that ends up leading to. But yeah, that's essentially episode 12. Pretty crazy episode. A lot of crazy stuff happening. Odokawa thinking on the fly to make sure he gets through this whole situation and everything pans out. It seems like it's panning out for him so far, except for the fact that now he has to deal with Yano, who's chasing after him. We'll see if he can survive that whole situation, but it does seem like everything's kind of wrapping up. In the preview, it kind of looks like everybody's going to be witnessing the conclusion of all this, which seems kind of convenient. We'll see if that's what it seems like in the preview, but yeah, going to be a crazy next episode. The finale is next week, and I'm so excited for it. Definitely hope you guys kind of join me for it as I do my final impressions on it and then do a review of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, let me know what you thought of the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already, share this video if you can, and y'all take care.